showing my emotions. You cut me deep and you left me wide open. I fought the demons that lie in between.
Hi everyone, and welcome to an episode of In the News. Alongside my co-host Michael Dunn, I'm Carly DeBrino, and thanks for joining us. Mike?
Thanks, Carly. On today's show, we take a look at a variety of topics and video feature segments that were created by Kinnelon High School media students in the Intro Block C class. So, shout out to the entire class. Carly, what is our first segment?
Recently, producers Maddie Florio and Abby Bosch created a video segment about the Kinnelon High School stage crew. Let's check out their video segment.
I am the technical director of the KHS stage crew. My job pretty much is being in the booth and telling lights when to go, when spots should be on and off, and pretty much everything in general, which includes saving the people backstage on occasion.
So stage crew works on the KHS fall drama, the spring musical, the PRM musical. We do the film fest, the baccalaureate, the fashion show, Mr. Kinnelon, and basically anything that occurs in the auditorium or on the stage we are a part of.
I've learned stuff that I would have never learned in a classroom. Like, I had no idea what a lighting board looked like or what dimmers even looked like until I joined crew, and now it's like my life.
Having a family that's always there to support you and always being part of something that you love doing.
You're with your best friends and you get a whole lot of free food at the same time.
Not being able to get your homework done.
Losing a significant portion of sleep and having to commit to something that takes a lot of time.
Even when we're not necessarily needed, we still have to just sit in the auditorium and wait until someone tells us what to do.
The Kermit meme where he's sipping his tea and minding his own business.
The dog who's sitting in the room on fire and he says, "This is fine."
Magic foot. We double ordered pizza because one of the moms he ordered some pizza and didn't tell Mr. Linnell, so then he ordered pizza, and we ended up having like 24 boxes between like 40 kids, and half of them got eaten, surprisingly.
My sophomore year, there was a spray paint mishap, which really united the whole crew together. That was incredibly fun.
We were spray painting costumes. We were instructed to go inside to spray paint, and we wound up gassing out the entire auditorium and the entire first floor to the point where we had to go to Wendy's for an hour for fear of giving us some sort of cancer or horrible disease.
Teaching the freshmen all about our equipment and showing them how to set things up and how to run things by themselves so that when we're gone, they'll be in good hands by themselves. Also learning the lines and the songs of the plays that we're doing and then singing them along with the cast while we're in the booth is really fun.
One of my favorite crew traditions is doing the hustle. Whenever it gets played, we're doing it. Even the people who don't know what's going on, they do it too.
I really like staying out late with everybody and then after a show skipping out the cast party and going to a diner instead.
You should join it if you want friends.
We don't mess up.
Appreciate us, please. We do a lot of work and we work very hard. Everybody in it.
Crew is a lot more than just being in school. It's also being together outside of school almost all the time.
Awesome job, Maddie and Abby. The stage crew works so hard behind the scenes to ensure that every event production that takes place in the auditorium comes to life. Truly, without their assistance, shows wouldn't be possible. Mike, what's up next?
We now turn our attention outdoors as producers Ben Shanahan and Tino DiToronto caught up with KHS Boys Lacrosse new head coach Eric DiColo and captain Tim Elefante. We will be right back after their report.
What's up, guys? Ben Shanahan and Tino DiToronto here, and we're interviewing the Kinnelon Boys Lacrosse team.
My goals for the year were to compete throughout our schedule, try to compete for a Morris County tournament, qualify for the state sectional tournament, and pursue a state title.
So our goals at this point Initially, it would be to go pretty far in counties and go pretty far in states, but we just lost in the first round to Chatham, which is the number 3 seed in Morris County. A close game, 11-7. So from now, it's try to get our record as close to even as possible and make a run at it in states.
It was definitely a new experience as far as lacrosse. I have been a head coach in other sports for several years now. So, not a totally new experience, but new because of the sport. It was definitely interesting to be the guy in charge, and learned a lot, and it's been a fun experience.
As a team captain, my role is kind of get everyone motivated and keep everything running smoothly at practice, and be one of the guys we look to during the game to go out and make some plays.
They compete, and they compete to the best of their ability, and they try to win every game with all their effort, and that's what I love about them.
Not really. Occasionally we'll play dodgeball, but other than that, not really.
I like the row the boat one, where they all get down the canoe and pretend like they're rowing a boat. No.
I play defense. My favorite warm-up song probably has to be a song "Gassed Up." I like it. Gets me hyped.
Thanks to Ben and Tino for the video. This year, the team qualified for the state tournament and advanced to the North 1 Group 1 state semifinals. Despite falling short, nice job goes out to all the seniors, and good luck to the returning players next year. Up next, producer Julian Cardone, along with my co-host, catch up with Senior Service Advisor Miss Anna Ellington. Let's find out more with their report.
I'm Carly DeBrino, and I'm here with Julian Cardone, and today we're going to talk to Miss Ellington and the seniors about the Senior Service Project. Let's see what they have to say.
Senior Service is a student-driven initiative where seniors who qualify are able to give back to their community, so they're working, in different areas doing community service, or they're pursuing a professional work project.
I learned about senior service from Mrs. Ellington. I think she came into the cafeteria at lunch and gave us a little presentation about it for the senior class.
I learned about senior service when Miss Ellington and Mr. Shivas made an announcement in the cafeteria a couple days ago.
I am the Senior Service Project Advisor, and I have been the advisor for the past 3 years. To have a 3.0 your senior year. You can't have any failures during your senior year. The process of getting into senior service is an application. Towards the end of their senior year, they have to fill out an application to see whether they qualify. I run it past administration to see that all of the qualifications are met. I think our first year that I've been the advisor, we had about 12 students. This year, we're up to 45.
I'm going to Camp Vacamus with Alex Sohorst and John Kay, and we're going to be groundskeepers around the project. We're going to take care of it and get it ready for the summer. And I chose this because I love outdoor work and I love being with friends, so the two combined seems like the perfect fit to me.
For senior service, I'm going to be helping out Mrs. Hendricks and Mr. Scanlon in the band department of the middle school. And I chose this because it's something that I'm likely going to go into as a career. I chose to do senior service because I want to be able to give back to the band department that has inspired me to go to the career that I'm going to be going into, and just to give back to the band instructors that have been helping me along the way.
I feel like senior service is a good opportunity to prepare for the real world and to get out and see what it's like to not be in school all day.
I'd say senior service is a great option to be able to help out your community, especially because you've put in your 4 years in high school.
I'd say look into it. It might be a good experience for you. You never know. I definitely am excited for it.
I'd say senior service is beneficial.
Exciting.
Nice job on the video. Hey Carly, do you think you'll participate in senior service?
Right now, I'm not sure, but the program has grown a ton, so I'll definitely check it out. It does seem fun, and having the opportunity to try something new and learn in a different way seems cool. Plus, you don't have to go to school. Anyways, hey Mike, have you ever been to Boca Bowls?
I haven't. My sisters have gone a few times.
Yeah, it's so good. Producers Amy Lemin and Isla Hamilton caught up with the owner and a few KHS students that work there. Here's their video report.
Hi, I'm Isla Hamilton along with producer Amy Lemin, and today we're catching up with the new restaurant in Kinnelon, Boca Bowls.
Yeah, it's good to get the experience in a real-life setting.
Yes, this is my first job, and it's a really good experience. I'm learning a lot.
I do like hiring people who have really never had a job before, because they're a blank canvas and you can train them, they'll follow directions, and they're not bringing bad habits from previous bosses that, were horrible, that didn't teach them properly or wasn't patient with them or anything. So just in general, I do enjoy hiring people that really don't have much experience. I enjoy starting and opening businesses. It's not my first one. I enjoy the process a lot, from start to finish, and seeing an idea turn into this at the end, and that's what I enjoy the most about doing it.
It's a great environment to be in. The people are really nice.
It's so much fun to work here. I really like it. There's a lot of kids that come in from Kinnelon. A lot of parents come in, and it's a really social job, so it's a lot of fun. My favorite part about working here is definitely making the bowls. I'm not a super creative person, and I'm not very good at drawing or anything, but it's a lot of fun to be creative with making bowls, putting the fruit on top and the Nutella and everything. So I like that part of it.
The best part about the job is seeing people's faces light up when they see how good their bowl looks.
The thought that went into it took probably a year, planning how I was going to do it, looking for a location, planning the menu, shopping for vendors. Would just about a year it took. I would like to open new locations. The thought of growing it is always something intriguing and exciting. I can't imagine this just being the first and only spot that I could do.
What is one word to describe working here?
Fantastic.
It's fun.
Oh my God, what am I saying? What am I saying? Why am I doing this?
Nice job, girls. And if you don't want to go to Boca, you can always go to Curly's. Mike, what's up next?
As we complete another school year, some of our KHS staff members will be retiring. Producers Ryan Smith and Nico Lombardo caught up with Mr. Lawler, and he shares his thoughts about retirement. Here's what he had to say.
Hi, it's Nico Lombardo reporting alongside Ryan Smith. We're here to interview a few people about Mr. Lawler's retirement, including Mr. Lawler himself. What are some of the benefits to retiring?
Well, you have more time at home, obviously. You're not under a schedule anymore. More free time to do things, like I said, to see my family, and just kind of enjoy life.
What's your favorite football coaching memory?
We had a couple of tough years when we first started, and then there was that one year we finally put everything together, and we played, I think, yeah, I'm most positive it was Butler. It was like the first time we'd been in a playoff game in a very long time in Kinnelon. It was a great time. We had a great staff, and we had a lot of fun.
What's your favorite memory of Mr. Lawler?
Just spending time in the weight room with him and his overall attitude and enthusiasm about how he lives his life.
What compelled you to retire?
Well, I'm getting older. I got 31 years teaching in New Jersey. I'll be 66 this August, so that was about enough.
Do you think Mr. Lawler will be replaceable?
Oh, Mr. Lawler is irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. No way. No way. Absolutely not.
Favorite memory of KHS?
It has to be when I was coaching girls lacrosse, and we finally won a conference title for the first time. And oh God, I forget how many years it was. We had a great team, tremendous lacrosse players. It was definitely a highlight.
Because you're retiring, does this mean you stop working out?
No, you never stop working out. You always work out. I work out all the time. I'll keep doing it. They'll bury me in the gym.
Has Mr. Lawler mentored you in any way?
Yeah, Coach Lawler has mentored me in a lot of different ways, coaching ways, lifting, nutritionally, and really just life in general.
Nice job, Ryan and Nico. We wish Mr. Lawler and KHS science teacher Mrs. Buser all the best in their retirements. Mike, what is our next segment?
Well, as we just saw, employment is a big deal, and far from retirement, teenagers are just looking to secure their first job. Recently, producers Ryan Haupt and Annie Berthume spoke with a couple KHS students, and they discussed what it was like landing their very first jobs. Here, we'll be right back.
We caught up with some KHS students that are entering the workforce. Let's take a look.
I work here at the Smoke Rise Village Inn. It is not my first job. My first job was at the Smoke Rise Lake, and I'm still working there this summer.
I work at Curly's, and yeah, it's my first job.
Work at the Smoke Rise Village Inn in Kinnelon, New Jersey, and I'm the assistant manager.
1 to 3 times a week, and since about January.
I think I've been working there for about 2 months, and I work like 3 or 4 times a week, usually like 3-hour shifts. I applied so many places, and they either just like didn't give me the job or didn't call me back, so I just walked in to the shop and asked for an application and returned it like the day after, and I got a call like a couple weeks later.
This is the first place I applied. I came in the door, and Nick Damiano was sitting, he was working, and I went up to him, I asked, "Hey Nick, can I have an application for employment?" He said absolutely not, and then I went and got my boss Laura, and I applied, and they said they could take me after the holiday season, and they did.
I do have quite a few young people on my staff. Usually younger staff is very enthusiastic, eager to learn. They also like to earn money, so they want to work. Most of them are saving for cars or for something special that they're looking forward to.
It's, this table, that table, it's a lot of switching between, clearing tables, taking trays in, polishing bread plates, doing a lot of different things.
It definitely is a lot of work, but it's totally rewarding to know that I earn my money by working for it, and I just didn't like get it from my parents or something.
I got job experience as a teenager, and it's also pretty nice to make some money on the side and have some money to go out with friends or buy whatever I want.
A lot of them are just great, great kids, and they bring a lot to the business with their enthusiasm and just their different personalities.
It's very stressful with schoolwork, and I do a lot of other stuff too. I'm on the track team. I take guitar lessons, so it's very hard to balance everything, and if things don't work out, it's not always too easy to make the schedule fit.
There's a couple things that sometimes work against them. One of them is in this industry, in the restaurant industry, younger people are restricted what job positions they can fill and what activities they can do by labor laws, alcohol laws, things like that. So sometimes it's hard. I'll have somebody that's a great employee, but they can't move up to the next level because of their age, because they're restricted by law. Sometimes they're restricted on driving as well. It's not really a negative, but it's a little bit complicated for me.
Shout out to Ryan and Annie for the video. Carly, looks like you'll have a busy summer working at Curly's.
Yeah, even though it can get busy and hectic, it's definitely fun, and it's worthwhile getting a chance to earn my own money. Okay, so moving along, we now turn our attention to the KHS boys track team. My co-host and Tommy Baker provide this video report.
Hi, I'm Mike Dunn. Recently, Tommy Baker and I caught up with the Kinnelon boys track team and their new head coach.
Track and field is a sport that I'm very passionate about. I ran in high school and college, and for the past few years I was coaching at Mountain Lakes, and I thought that it was my time to become a head coach, and I've had a very rewarding experience so far here at Kinnelon. We've won some important meets and had some high placers and personal records for a lot of these athletes, and I really enjoy being here at Kinnelon High School. On the boys' side, we're looking to be competitive at the county meet and the conference meet, and hopefully score some points at the state sectional meet, and just get a personal best for the season, and see what we can do, and just go all out. I expect us to grow as a unit, grow as a team, and build a culture of competitiveness and putting your best foot forward and working hard when you come to practice. Hoping to build a winning program here at Kinnelon.
You wanna run and I suggest you run and hide with the rest. If they don't better let them know we're coming. We all live, all live. Enough bullets to send you in a bit if you fall. Some rage, reign supreme, soaked to the bone, head to toe on camera, caught red-handed, holding a smoking pistol that you can't let go. We all live, live wires, live on the set, live and direct, live inside of your head, magnified 1,000 times. Let's give them what they get. It's all live, we all live. Take them out all at once, so one at a time. It don't matter how, we all in going all out.
Because a lot of my family members used to be good at track, and they told me to join it because they said I might be good at it, and it turns out I was.
Initially, I just joined the track team to get a nice workout in after every school day so I could stay in shape for all my other sports. But then it turned out that I became really good at javelin, and I eventually started liking track a lot and stuck with it.
The goals are to develop the new people and to send people to states and onward if possible, and pretty much just make the team better as a whole.
The team's goals for the season are just to improve every day and send as many kids as we can to states, sectional, and other championship meets.
I prepare by practicing really hard in all my practices, going to the weight room, lifting, and spending time with my team and creating chemistry.
I prepare for meets by getting all my music ready, focusing on how I'm going to do today, and focusing on all the steps I need to take to have a good meet and throw well. Motivated?
Family.
Awesome. It's awesome. The kids are great. They come out here every day and try to work hard, and that's the most rewarding thing as a coach.
Good job on the video, guys, and thanks to all the seniors, and good luck to the returning team members next season. Mike?
Producers Gina Loria and Lara Ulrich provide our next segment about the KHS Debate Club. We will be right back after this video.
I would describe the average member of the debate team as somebody who is interested in political topics or ethical topics and also wants to put something on their college resume.
Passionate about the topics. It nearly always becomes politically contentious because the topics are usually political.
Yeah, every time it becomes politically contentious.
We
do guns, we've done Donald Trump, we've done abortion, we've done the death penalty, we've done school security like 5 times. Whatever's really relevant to what's going on in the news.
We've talked about gun control and then stuff on a national level like that, as well as stuff on a more local level, such as like changes within the school and stuff like that.
My favorite topic would be the Middle East.
Probably global warming. That one drew up a lot of attention, and a lot of kids came to the meeting. They were very excited. It was good. It was really an interesting conversation that time.
I would say gun control.
It's a fun time after school. It's a nice way to pad my college resume.
It's a fun way to discuss contemporary political topics amongst friends.
Small but devoted.
Motivated and knowledgeable.
Freshman and sophomore year I joined, and then everyone left, so I was the only one left, so I went down to Scott Rosenberg and we restarted debate club, and he was like, sure, and that's how so we kicked it back up from there. It's irregularly on Thursdays after school, so just listen for the announcements and then stop by.
At the beginning of the year, we only had a few participants interested, and then through advertising in the auditorium at the beginning of the year and announcements, we have a much larger number now, and the students are more involved and engaged. They're talking to one another, and it's become a really fun place.
Even though many members of the debate club are graduating, if anyone is interested, come out and join next school year. And thanks to Gina and Lara for the video report. Carly, what is up next?
We turn our attention outdoors as producers Lucas Wojciechowski and Kyle Shaper give us a report on the KHS boys tennis team. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name's Lucas Wojciechowski, and I'm here with my co-producer Kyle Shaper, and we're catching up with the Kinnelon boys varsity tennis team. We're going to be interviewing Coach Catali along with the captains Mike Kolaznik and Jimmy Ferrali. Let's see how their season's going so far.
No point in switching sides. You're right, there is no point in switching sides. Carry up, please. Go. Oh, it doesn't make it
What are your expectations and team goals for this season?
To have people make it to the second day of counties and just make it as far as into states as possible.
What is one word to describe the team?
Aesthetics.
What is the team motto?
We don't really have a team motto, but before every match we get in a circle and just like scream Colts. But the other captain, Mike, screams at him. Gets really mad if we don't scream.
How did you make up for losing some seniors last year?
A lot of the sophomores and juniors stepped up, making it on varsity this year, stepped up their game a lot. And a lot of people are practicing outside of our normal practices, so everyone could step up their game and make it.
Boys varsity this year, our goal is to win conference and to advance into the states. We'd like to get to the semifinals in the states this year. We'd also like to place some of our players in the state singles and doubles competition.
What is your favorite memory of coaching this year?
Well, one of the things that we like to do, our last general somewhere and something to eat, and this year we actually weren't able to do that, so what we did instead is we all ordered sandwiches from Taste, and we had a little picnic up at the tennis court, so that was a lot of fun.
What are your expectations for next year's season?
I think we're going to have a good team next year. We're returning Lucas, Graham, Mitch, and Parthiv. I think we're expecting to compete for our conference title, and we're looking to advance into the Group 1 finals.
Sprinting and then back up. Oh, I beat you, Mike. I can't get too tired. I gotta be first. Oh, no, I slipped. Another sprinting back up. I played one-on-one.
Thanks for that video report, guys. The tennis team earned another conference championship. Well done, all. Mike, what is our last segment?
Producers Daniela Burnett and Sue and Hong provide this report about the KHS girls track team. Here's their video.
And we're live. Produced by the colleagues. Take one.
Laura Chegwin and Jacobs, head coach girls spring track.
Erica, senior captain.
Catherine Brown, junior captain.
Hayden Burt, senior captain.
Our goal for the athletes is always for them to reach their potential as individuals and as a team. The girls team this year actually has a few people in each event that are at a higher level and scoring points and being competitive.
We'd like to get as many people as we can to state groups, so that means qualifying from sectionals and advancing to groups.
We promote positive energy by encouraging each other. We do silly things like Easter egg hunt with a distance and mid-distance team, but just encouraging each other, supporting each other, just being able to lean on one another, no matter what event group you're in, is helpful. And even, you know, people you train with every day, those guys are your best friends.
Favorite's got to be going over to the jumping pit and working on phases and just landing in the pit. The worst part has got to be the mid-distance workouts when you, those are pretty rough.
I think the hardest part about coaching is probably seeing a kid not reach a goal. It's, you know, you see the disappointment in their eyes, but at the same sense, they learn a lesson. They learn how to push through and create a new goal and how to keep pushing even though they failed. I always tell them along the way you're going to fail, and that's how you're going to get to the end and succeed in the end.
I have grown a lot. I've improved in all of my throws, so I would say that's pretty good.
Freshman year, I broke the school record for triple jump, and then last year I tore my ACL and couldn't do jumping, but this year I'm back and I've rebroken my record, and I'm really close to the long jump record and also 100-meter high hurdles.
The expectations of the captains are to help out the coaches, lead warm-ups, make sure all the equipment's ready to get on the bus, kind of be there to reach out to the underclassmen and just be role models at practice and at meets.
We're just a good, like, in between, I guess. If you don't want to go straight to Chegs about something, we're a good person to talk to.
Oh boy. Exciting.
It's fun. We all hang out together and go do stuff.
Really fun.
Okay.
Kind of goofy.
Epic.
That was so good. That was so good.
Thanks, girls, for the video. Also, big shout out to Catherine Brown, who broke 2 school records and won an MCT title and placed in 3 other MCT events this season. Carly?
So that wraps up our episode of In the News at KHS. For my co-host, Mike Dunn, and our entire Intro Block C crew, we say thanks for watching and so long. Peace, everyone.
I don't want to come home tonight. Yeah, and I'm higher above. I don't even remember, but my friend passed out in the light. Oh, I'm from the city of the 915 where